cool to see an elephant. When you just look at it, it's just like, hey, another elephant. But when you think about it, it's pretty cool that this is a wild elephant. And, you know, there may be a time in my lifetime when they don't exist anymore. So to see one come out of the bush was pretty cool, even if it did take a dump as soon as it came out, and that's about all it did. Oh my God, you see that? Maybe there's some, I don't know, some kind of karmic justice in doing that for us. So this is a memorial to tsunami victims who died on this spot. There was a bungalow here for tourists to stay inside the Yala National Reserve, and 47 people died when the tsunami hit. So this structure behind me is meant to represent the waves coming in and then flowing back out. Well, as you can see in Sri Lanka, it rains, and it rains a lot. Just before we came here, we heard about the worst flooding in Colombo in 2 decades. And since we've been here, the rain really hasn't stopped. Every second day or so, the skies will open up and we'll get something like this.
Thank you.
We're in hell. This is a kind of a, I don't even know what the word is to describe this, but it's kind of statues depicting every kind of imaginable horror, from being impaled to having molten something poured down your throat. Over there, someone's getting sawed in half. I think the message here is, this is a place you don't want to end up, but I'm just guessing.
What I don't understand is that it seems that killing 2 pigs is going to give you a worse fate than by setting someone's house on fire when you only get 7 stakes in you as opposed to 10.
This is the Dondura Lighthouse. It was built by the British in the 1880s and it still works. It marks the southernmost point of Sri Lanka, and south of here, if you look out there, it's 10,000 miles before you reach land, and that's Antarctica. So we finally made it to Novemember beach. This is one of the areas hit by the tsunami. It's a really famous beach town, and because of that, tourists who had visited this place in the past poured a lot of money into rebuilding it. So you wouldn't really know that it had been hit by a tsunami when you look around it. There's all kinds of little bed and breakfasts, and they've all been rebuilt. But there are a few little places here and there where you see a bit of destruction. But so far, this has to be the nicest place we've seen, and it's really the first time we've been able to relax, so we're very happy to be here.
It's okay? Hello? This is a Montessori school that was destroyed by the tsunami, and we were just walking by and the schoolmaster called us in to meet the children, and they did a Bollywood dance for us. After the tsunami, they lost all their funding, and so they've been relying on the generosity of benefactors to keep the school going. It's a beautiful school. The children are so happy. It's really wonderful to hear that it's a free service for them, and it's a beautiful facility, and it's wonderful to hear that foreigners and locals alike are helping keeping it going. These are our Unawa tuna jigs. After months of reading guidebooks and websites, I decided upon this place with great hope that it would be nice, and it is! So, this is our room. This is our king-size bed. It's our sitting area, our private veranda up front. Our menu that we get to choose from every day, and they'll set up a candlelit dinner on the beach for us. Our butler will set it up. Our flat screen television. Our bathrobes. And our jacuzzi tub.
How excited are you about that?
I'm pretty excited.
Snoopy dance? We're in Gaul. Behind me is the lighthouse, which was built by the British in the 1800s. It's on the corner of a Dutch fort, and the Dutch were the ones that originally had Sri Lanka as a colony, and this was one of the original forts. What's interesting here is that during the tsunami, the ramparts of the fort, which are really high, actually protected the old part of the city. We just want to go here, barefoot, number 20, just store it. It's a store. Is that okay? Okay, thanks. Traffic in Sri Lanka is an absolute nightmare. It's so dangerous. Things that happen on these streets would get you arrested in Canada in a blink of an eye, but they happen like every 100 meters. You're almost having an accident. Someone's walking out in front of you, someone's blowing their horn, a massive truck is coming up behind you, it doesn't have brakes. It's just utter chaos. Just outside Hikkaduwa, and this is the memorial to the victims that died on that train that was hit by the tsunami. About 1,700 people perished that day. You can see over here the ocean is just a few meters behind the palms. The waves came crashing across the shore, across the road, and took out the train.
What would you like in the background? The pier thing?
I guess the pier. yeah. So, as we stroll down the promenade in Colombo, just looking back on the trip, it was definitely some highs and some lows. The low points obviously being both of us getting really, really sick. That really made the start of the vacation rough. But after that, things got progressively better.
Without fail, if you smile at someone, they'll smile right back. And people here, it sounds like a cliche, but they do have the most wonderful smiles. The other thing that really, you know, that really touched me about Sri Lanka was how people have recovered since the tsunami. There's a really strong sense of resilience here. There's a work ethic and an optimism here that just pervades the whole country. Sri Lanka has been a really, really amazing trip.